Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to another episode of The Room. This time, we're going to tackle Chapter 3. Hopefully this one should be easier than the other one, if I remember correctly. I can't recall if this is the longer chapter or the shorter chapter, because the chapters aren't evenly paced. I believe some of them are more or less paced than the others. Anyway, you're supposed to move this thing over, kind of over to the side, and that connects things. That gives you this, gives you another handle, because there's lots of handles in this game. Then we open this. August 15th, something is wrong. I followed the incantation to the very letter. Astaroth did not appear. There are no answers to be had. More questions. The visions have increased. They gather to me, and I cannot stay in one place for long. I try to monitor them, but the lens hurts my eyes. I have mixed a solution for the pain, because drugs are always the solution when you start going crazy. Those who follow and find this journal, I lack the power to describe this. There is no concept within the human sphere which to explain it. The house is so much larger now. There are rooms everywhere. Oh god, the rooms. Well, we've only found like 2 rooms, so I'm not sure if he's going crazy or... No, he's just completely crazy. Anyway, we can't undo this yet. I remember this is one of the things that... you look and there's supposed to be something that goes in there, and it's not this. That needs a square hole. And you can see that this needs to be moved around, but we can't move it around just yet. What was the thing that goes with a square hole? Can't open that. You can't actually move these, believe it or not. At least not by hand. I always thought it was this. Oh, yeah. You're supposed to flip this over and put this in here. Again, I'm not sure how they expected you to know that, but I guess they just assumed you would figure it out. Anyway, turn that thing, this thing comes up. And this introduces the... I guess what you would call the gimmick for this one, I guess? You look through and you can see there's nothing here. Despite the fact that every wood-paneled thing on this game would tell you that there is something there. So you press this spins around, and the stars move. See, it's now on a sword. Gee, I wonder what we're supposed to be looking for. Hey, there's a sword there. So, when we have this thing over here, you're like, man, how do I get this thing to fit? It doesn't fit right. And you're like, yeah, you're right. Well, now you need to go over, I believe, you need to rotate this thing. The only way to rotate it, I believe, is to use this thing, but you can't use this yet, because you need the indentation. Can you rotate this again? No. Let's do one more thing. I don't know when I did this last time. I was really confused by how to do this. Because you need to rotate it, and I forget how to make it. You have to rotate the table, essentially. There's a way to do it. Oh, no, you have to double-click on it, and then rotate it, which I didn't get the first time, because you can now rotate inside of the thing. I know, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? I always forget you can double-click on this to then rotate it. Anyway, now there's a sword, or a dagger. Then back up to the center of the table, stick the sword in the table, and that changes the table. It somehow creates this. I don't know where this came from, but apparently it was in the table. Anyway, this opens this. We're like, what's this supposed to do? Well, you can flip them over, you see. Do something like that. Not sure that does anything. I always forget which one it was, but I believe we actually have to figure it out first. The only way to figure it out, if I remember, is to look at this. So, okay, so down, basically a snake from top left to bottom right. You press the button. Now it rotates the thing. And this spins the thing again, so now you got the dagger before, so what are we going to get this time? An eye. Well, we're not literally going to get an eye, but point being is things are moving now. Look through the thing again. Double click on the thing. I believe you actually have to stop it from moving first. And to do that, you need this little pattern thing there. Okay. Now that's going to stop it and align everything correctly. There we go. Come on. There you go. Now we get this eye, a large golden amulet. Now that goes over here. Stick the thing in the thing. That creates this. That moves this again. Now this goes away, because that's all you needed it for. Okay, now you can rotate this around. And you might have guessed already that looking at the table, you can see that there's a bunch of arrows, right? So what are you supposed to do? Well, you look through here, and you can actually, don't think you can actually rotate this right now. There's a hole in the table over here. You can't rotate that just yet. So what you need to do is go over here. You need to rotate it over, I believe, to like there. That rotated this. Maybe you're supposed to be able to rotate this somehow. Oh. Now you can see it through there, but I can't do anything with it. Okay, that's not right. Oh. Guess we just have to rotate a little more. There we go. There we go. I think that's where you're supposed to rotate it. Oh, I'm missing something. Oh. Here. Okay, so it wasn't there. You see what I mean when a lot of these puzzles end up being like trial and error? Because it doesn't really give you any clues of what you're actually supposed to do. Okay. See it again. Could have sworn you're supposed to rotate this thing, but it doesn't seem like I can. So, let's look at the table again. What haven't I dealt with? What have I done on the table? Can't actually click on those. Could have sworn that you're supposed to rotate these. That's what I remember doing. I remember being able to rotate these in some way. And that was what helped. Doesn't seem like I'm able to do that, though. So you're supposed to get whatever comes out of here. Interesting. This will be the second time this playthrough I go, what was I supposed to do again? Yeah, because that's how it was when we started. This is on the back, and we're supposed to move that around somehow. I believe there's a way we're supposed to keep it from moving. Or something like that. Oh, wow, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb, I just remember what I was supposed to be doing. Okay. So these coincide with these. I'm so dumb. So middle two. I'm like so dumb. I can't believe I forgot about that. It's like, oh, wait a minute, now I remember what I was supposed to be doing. Alright, bottom two, top one. I believe it actually the middle one's there too. Yep, it's pattern. Anyways, this pops up this thing. If you remember correctly from the last episode, this looks awfully familiar because it's the power source this guy talked about, although the power source appears to be some kind of thing harnessing a null element, which looks like a green crystal, apparently. But anyway, so that's what the thing wants to spin again. So hit that. Then we get back to this symbol. Oh, here we are. Now we're supposed to spin this thing. Yes, you have to double click on it like 4 times. There we go. That there, put that there. There you go. I get all these weird symbols everywhere. It's some random frame drops there for some reason. I don't know why that happened. So it didn't happen on my end, so I don't know what happened to FBI. Well, anyway, look in here. Put the thing on the thing. Now that you've gotten the power source, get rid of the power source, essentially. And oh no, a door! Apparently leads to heaven? And the chapter's over. Congratulations! Do you have questions? So do I. This makes no sense. Anyway, that's the end of Chapter 3. That was actually, I think, the short chapter, because it was only about 10 minutes, even with me forgetting what to do. So anyway, next time, we'll move on to Chapter 4. See y'all next time.